was your first mentor aspiration to inform you about studies abroad?
I always knew about studies abroad since I was in school because a lot of people from our school go abroad to study. So I think it was kind of built into the education system in the school where we knew about the SAT from an undergraduate level. So, and then when I actually went abroad to study for a semester in the US, that's when I got to know more about the fact that I want to do my master's abroad as well, exposed to the education there, the fact that you get a lot more exposure. The education is extremely good. The people you meet are great. So I think having that exposure is important in life.
Can you share your emotional roller coaster journey from filling the application till you received your admittance?
So for me, I think it's all about, in terms of the emotional roller coaster, I would say it's all about how I was able to balance work and also all of the application processes. It definitely required a lot of determination to be able to go to work for 8 hours and then come back and then get to studies. Also, keeping in mind that I need to start working on the essays. So it's important to set aside time. It's important to make time for yourself. Take some time out to understand yourself. Do what you think is fun, and at the same time, just stick to a schedule in order and where you have the timelines of where you want to finish your GMAT by when you want to start your application process. It's good to keep a lot of time in hand and also keep some time for when you want to just have some fun and take a break because these things can be quite tedious and time taking, and it's important to get that break. Once I finished the applications, I felt very, very relieved that it's all done with. Then the interviews came. Again, it was a bit of preparation, which goes into it, connecting with people to understand their experiences. And then when I got the admits, I was extremely happy. But that's when the harder phase started, honestly, because it was a tough call to choose between all the offers. So I think that was one of the toughest decisions that I had to make. And finally, when I made the decision and going to university, it's important that you understand where you're going, connect with people in advance, find out what are their experiences so that you can make the most out of yours.
So, how much cash and what are the basic essentials that one should carry?
So my suggestion is that there is a forex card which banks provide, which is a multi-currency exchange card, and one can put in their required cash in that, and you can also carry physical cash. My suggestion is that splits the cash between the card as well as some physical cash depending on the country you're going to. So places like the US and the UK, they all accept cash. Beijing, if you're going, it's better to carry cash because card is not accepted in most places in Beijing. In Hong Kong, card is widely accepted, but it's also good to have some cash. So depending on where you're going, it's important to understand. Australia also accepts card everywhere. So that's one of the pointers about the cash to decide which country you're going, and then how you can split your money between the forex card and physical cash.
So, how did you purchase the SIM? What is the most popular SIM? How much did it cost?
So in Hong Kong, I actually reached Hong Kong, and my friend helped me purchase a SIM in Hong Kong, and they have a lot of plans over there. So it ranges between whether you want more data or what you want. So I think I had got a SIM which approximately costed me for a 12-month pack around 200 Hong Kong dollars. So that includes a certain amount of internet, a certain amount of calls, and it runs for a period of 12 months. So it's just about 2,000 rupees for 12 months. So it worked out pretty well. And apart from that, you also have monthly plans. In the US as well, the major operators are Verizon, AT&T, Sprint. So it's easy to take a prepaid SIM over there as well. They have a lot of SIMs which are they have carrier SIMs with the card, but I would suggest that you take like a SIM which is not associated with the carrier plan, but just by itself.
So, how did you open your bank account?
So the bank account is when you open the bank account, you need to give your proof of residence and your your student letter, your I-20 or your letter from your university, and state where you're staying. And it's you just need to go to the bank and open the account. It's as simple as that. And some universities also have the bank coming to you on one day and helping all the students open the account themselves. That's how they did it in the US.
Does the university help in pickup, or how did you reach your accommodation?
So most likely the university in most cases does not help in pickup. It's very easy to take a cab or take the public transportation, buses or the subway directly to your destination for your accommodation. And then if you're taking an Airbnb for temporary accommodation, you can always connect with the host and they would be able to help you, or the hotel in whichever case. If you're going directly to the university accommodation, such as a dorm, the university will suggest the best way of transport and probably a cab or a bus or a train, and then you can just take it yourself.
So, was there any interview or questioning at the port of entry?
So at the port of entry, they ask you, why are you here? Where are you going to study? And how long are you going to stay? These are the basic questions that they ask.
So, how do you manage your internet services and how much does it cost?
So for me, the internet services in most of the foreign countries, you have Wi-Fi everywhere. So you can easily connect to the university Wi-Fi. It's easy to take a plan then, which is not very data heavy because you have Wi-Fi everywhere. So approximately it cost me about 2,000 rupees for the whole year. Because my plan includes a good amount of GB internet data as well as calls. So only local calls, though not international. If you want international calls, then you have more expensive plans available as well. But honestly, WhatsApp audio and FaceTime and Skype, I feel is more than enough to manage.